growing up. No, me growing up in the South, my parents, they were those, what you call strict parents. Y'all had strict parents?
Yeah.
Parents used to beat you. Y'all remember that? Parents don't beat kids no more, do they? They got crazy stuff talking about time out. Y'all believe time out? Time out. My mom, she used a completely different way. She would start whipping us. When she got tired, she called time out. It was crazy, y'all. And parents, they used to make you go outside and get your own switch. Y'all know anything about that? Go outside and get your own switch. And then you got to bring it back in. And then you come back in with that switch and you always try to get the smallest one, right? But then that smallest one don't work all the time, do it? And sometimes then she'll make you go and get another one. And you come back with 2 or 3 small ones. And what she do with it? And then you in the house. But the good thing about parents, they never beat you when you thought they was going to beat you. They will always make you wait for the beat. You can't take long, take a bath. You in the bathtub, you take your bath. The whole time you thinking about that beat. That you don't know when that beat is going to come. Sometimes they'll wait till you get in the bed, right? And they'll wake you up with a beat. And those were some things. I used to go to bed with all my clothes on. I used to do crazy stuff. And they would do crazy stuff. They would whip you. But kids grew up better, didn't they? They grew up and they turned out different. And you know, we had a lot of other stuff in the South too, like grandparents. We didn't have like Obamacare. We didn't have care and stuff like that. We had grandmama. Y'all remember grandmama? Grandmama would go out in the field. She would go and pick some leaves from here. She would go and pick some stuff right here. Then she would go back to the kitchen and put it on the stove and start boiling it, right? And then she would tell you to drink it. Then all of a sudden you start feeling better, don't you? And then one thing they had will fix everything that you had bothering you. Casserole. Casserole.
That's right.
Casserole will fix everything. You got a broken leg, casserole. You got a headache, casserole. The young ones over there looking at me like, I don't know what you talking about. But casserole will fix everything. And you know, we used to always do some other stuff in the South too. Anytime there was a lightning and a thunderstorm, what did everybody do? Grandma will make you unplug everything in the house. You got to unplug everything in the house. Unplug. And you know, and she would sit in the middle of the living room and everybody would gather around Grandma, right? Everybody. It's almost like she had a direct pipeline to Jesus. You know, she would sit there and she would start singing up old hymns and stuff like that. And you know, you sitting there, you forget about everything else going on around you, right? And those, you know, and they used to have this thing down there also, like they didn't have microwaves way back in the day. Y'all remember, right? They didn't have microwaves at all. Grandmama had this big black cast iron pan. Y'all remember that iron pan? She used to warm up everything inside that same pan. That was actually the first microwave right there. Everything get warmed up inside that same pan. Until one day somebody decided to use that pan as a weapon. And stuff started changing there. And then they used to have, everybody didn't have an iron in the house. Y'all know what iron, right?
Yeah.
Y'all remember how you used to iron clothes?
Yeah, it wasn't liquid though.
What? What you said?
It wasn't liquid.
It wasn't. No, what did they have? You remember what they had?
Cold stove.
They used to have that little iron, because when I first saw it, they was using it to keep the door open. But it was actually an iron that you would actually have to put on the stove, right?
That's right.
And then you would take it and iron the clothes with it, right?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all remember that?
Yeah.
And it's great stuff. And then I started looking at all this stuff. All this stuff is almost like history to me. And then that same little iron that they used to use, and then I used to go over and visit all my aunt's houses and stuff like that. They used to do some crazy things that I still couldn't grasp to this day. Like I used to go over to my aunt's house and I used to think that I was in a museum. I used to think I was in a museum. They used to have a bunch of styrofoam heads sitting on their dresser with different wigs sitting on them. So I'm looking at these things trying to figure it out. They're trying to match up the wigs or whatever dress they're going to wear the next day. But it's crazy stuff. Now, and then these are all the different things that took place while you was growing up. Now, growing up in the South, the church that I grew up in was Bull Swamp Baptist Church.
All right.
Bull Swamp Baptist Church. Y'all remember my names for churches? You remember any small church when you grew up? Bull Swamp Baptist Church is mine. What was yours? Antioch?
Foot stomping.
Foot stomping?
Yeah.
What state was that? What state?
South Carolina.
What part?
Oh.
She got went blank on this whole time. She trying to stretch it out too. Oh.
Allendale.
Allendale? Allendale. There's a college over there too, right?
Yes.
But then the stuff that's growing up in these schools, and I try to bring some stuff back know, y'all probably heard some before. But the church I grew up in was Bullswap Baptist Church. And one thing they used to always do, the older deacons would always get up in front of the church and carry on devotion. Y'all know that?
Yeah.
They would carry on devotion. They would get up there and sing some of them old hymns. And the Carmelita, what?
Carmelita.
Carmelita, what's the Carmelita?
You say a word and then you say it. Oh,
she's doing it too. Oh, I think they used to call that rhyme song or something like that.
Carmelita, that's what.
The Carmelita.
Carmelita.
Oh, Carmelita. Oh, Carmelita.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, got it. Oh, Carmelita. She done gave it a whole different name. But that's it. But you know what? That's what some they say. They say part of it that everybody enjoys it. Okay, real. She really want to sing this song. Do it. You gonna be in church tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right, you want to read the hymn tomorrow. But that's what we do too. And that's that old school singing. But our church, the deacons will be up there, they will be carrying on devotion. And everybody's all into it. But this one particular day, this guy walks into the back of the church and he's yelling out, I want to see. I want to see. Usher said, son, you have to quiet down. He keeps yelling, I want to see. I want to see. Deacon said, sir, you have to quiet down. So he points to the front of the church and said, I want that seat. He walks up to the front of the church and sits down in the preacher's seat. Preacher comes out of the back of the church and he said, sir, who are you? He said, my name is John. I just won the lottery for $3.2 million. I came here today to pay my tithes. Preacher turned around to the congregation and said, we got a guest preacher here today. You know, life is crazy. You get different spins on all the stuff that you do in life. You know, you got to find the funny life. You got to find it because life has been hard lately. Y'all agree with that? There's a lot of bad stuff happening all around us. But you know, one thing I always do when I go back to South Carolina, I always go back and visit my old neighborhood. I love visiting my old neighborhood. As you see people as they grow up and they get old and stuff like that, people change. Some people go this direction, some people go that direction, and some people age gracefully. We had this lady who lived next to her. Her name was Miss Jones. Miss Jones is 92 years old. Still has her own car sitting in her driveway. I go and visit her every time I go to Orangeburg. She always wants me to take her to the grocery store. So Miss Jones decided for me to take her to the grocery store. I said, I'll take you to the grocery store. We get in the car. All of a sudden, this day, Miss Jones tells me that she wants to drive. I said, you want to drive? She said, yeah, it's my car. I want to drive. I can't say nothing to her because guess what? It's her car. She starts driving. We get out on Highway 95. Miss Jones is driving 95. She is driving 95. Highway patrolman gets behind the car, pulls us over. He walks up to the back of the car. She gives her license, registration, and everything. He says, you know how fast he was going? Miss Jones looks at him and said, son, I was doing 95. She said, the sign said 95? So I was driving 95. I said, okay. Officer writes the ticket. He looks at her, does everything he's supposed to do, and said, have a nice day. And goes to walk back to his car. I jumped out of Miss Jones' car. Tell the officer I was going with him. He said, why are you going with me? I said, we getting ready to come up on Highway 278. You got to have fun with stuff we do. You got to have fun with life. Life is just too short not to have fun with it. Sure is. And I love having a good time. I like those two right there. They just talking up a storm.
Yeah, we up there. I'm 87. I'm
87?
89.
87.
That's why we together.
Oh, y'all together.
We ain't gonna stop now.
93 where?
Right here.
Right here? I didn't know you was back here. How you doing? Oh, gosh, she was quiet too. 93? All right. it's quiet. Oh, yeah?
That one standing up here making pictures.
That's good. Well, always making, that's it. You can tell when you get older, too. She didn't say taking pictures, she said making pictures. That's that old school talk right there. Like, we making pictures. That's that old school talk right there. Hey, growing up, we have seen a lot of stuff change over
I
here.
know that.
A lot. And y'all have seen a lot change. Y'all, from the presidential races to life in general, you've seen stuff come and go, come back and go again.
That's right.
And as they always say, it's nothing new under the sun, right?
Nothing new.
And we always try to make it seem like we're the first ones to see this thing happen. We're the first ones to see that. But the older the generation have experienced a lot of this stuff before us. And and that goes to tell me one thing, that you got to respect your elders and wisdom as it comes to you. Now, what I always try to do is live a good life. Everybody try to live a good life, right?
Yeah.
You got to try to live a good life. Because we all have one common denominator as far as life goes. As surely as we came into the world, guess what? You're going to leave out of this world. So, it's good for everybody to try to live the best life that you can possibly live. Some reason the air gets to me, I'm trying to step back. But the best life you can possibly live. Now, when you pass away or you go on to what they call glory, you have a preacher that stands in front of the congregation. And you want him to be able to say everything that's true, right? And it's hard sometimes when you can get up there and some of the stuff is not true that you are saying. I was with one of my good friends down in Georgia. His father passed away. We at the funeral, they wanted me to sit with the family because I was real close to the family. So we sitting there, the preacher's up there. John was a good father. He took care of his family. He worked 2 jobs. Everybody respected him in the community. At this point, his mother gets up. She puts one finger in the air. She starts walking toward the door. She turns around and tells us, come on. We get up and we start walking with her. Preacher stops in the middle of his eulogy. He asks her, he said, Miss Jones, is everything okay? She said, yeah, everything is fine. But if everything you're saying is true, I'm at the wrong funeral. So you got to try to make sure. I finally got Miss Blackadilla. Nance, I finally got Miss Nancy left. I'm happy now. But life, that's good too. You got to always try to do those things, man. You got to try to live a good life, man. Like, so many people walking around doing crazy stuff now, right now. And you always try to, and you can say, no, you're a deacon. You just hear this. What you a church yet?
No, I'm
Visiting from where?
another church.
From what church?
Church College Washington.
Okay, on the corner. All right, this is good. We are happy. We're not going to welcome you. Welcome here. We want to thank you. When's your birthday? August what? 24th? 10th. All right, well, welcome. Oh, you August too, Luncheon. You got something to say for everything. What church you go to? You here?
No, EGT and Bayonne.
I bet you do the announcements, don't you?
No, I don't.
Everything I said so far, she got something to say. Yeah, Mr. South Carolina, I've been there. That's good. Now, we just happy that you here. How did you get here today? Who invited you? Your friend Pat? Yeah, Pat didn't say a word there. She said, Lord, help her. Pat, how you doing, Pat? You go to church here?
No.
You just visit? Everybody visit? Where you from, Pat? Grace Apostolic. Okay, that's good. All right, well, we have to. You look like I got to say something to you. Like you got to get home and watch Law and all that stuff. But but life is good. Now, raising kids is hard. Who you think is harder to raise, girls or boys? Girls? Both? Oh, because it's hard raising kids these days, man. Because you got so many struggles coming at you from different angles. And and then just the difference between men and women in general, and both genders are different. Like men and women, we wash clothes different, don't we? Yeah. Women have several piles of clothes. They got the white clothes. They got the dark clothes. They got the colored clothes.
Yeah.
Somebody even told me they got the delicate clothes.
Yeah, that's right.
Men only have 2 piles of clothes. We got the dirty clothes, and we got the clothes that we can wear again. I'm going to tell y'all something. Getting here today was an experience about men. Men do not like to ask for directions. Now, agree with that?
Yeah.
They will not ask for directions.
That's right.
I was not stopping to ask for directions.
That's
I said,
right.
nope, I'm going to find it on my own. I just kept driving and driving and driving. And not only do men not like to ask for directions, we don't like to follow directions, right, women?
That's right.
We don't like to follow directions. Father's Day is coming up. Tomorrow. A wife can go to IKEA and pick up a piece of furniture, pick up a gift for her husband, bring it home, ask him to put it together. You know what he does? He opens up the box. He takes directions out of the box. He reads the directions. Then he throws them away. Then he'll take that box with the picture on the front of it, sit it up on a chair, start putting that item together from the picture. When he get finished, he got a handful of screws. You ask him, what is that? He talking about that's extra. Crazy stuff. We don't like to follow directions. And but growing up, you have the different complexities of family life all in general. I remember growing up, I used to have this aunt. Every time I would go to a family function, she would have the same coffee cup in her hand. The same coffee cup. I always try to figure out, Aunt Mary, what do you have in that coffee cup? When she first started drinking out that coffee cup, she was all relaxed. About 30 minutes later, her whole complete attitude changed. Like, what in the world is in that cup? I go off to college and I come back. We having a family cookout. Aunt Mary is there with her sisters and her friends, and she got that same coffee cup. I love Jesus. She's drinking out that coffee cup. All of a sudden, they decide they want to go to the mall. They go to the mall. My father gets a phone call about an hour later. My Aunt Mary was arrested in Macy's. We got to go to jail and get my Aunt Mary out. We get to the jailhouse to pick up my Aunt Mary. Come to find out, she got into a fight with a white lady in Macy's because she was staring at her. After talking to the police officer for 20 minutes, we discovered that she got into a fight with a mannequin at Macy's. The moral of the story is don't get drunk and go to the mall.
That's good.
But it's crazy stuff. You people act differently. See y'all juiced up. That's what they call it, juiced up. Y'all making pictures and juiced up. I'm gonna take all these terms back. These old school terms they throw at me now. And it's crazy stuff, y'all. You just go through life and look at some of the funny stuff you used to do growing up. Like you used to always have family functions. They would always have somebody who always had to stick out in the bunch, right? Somebody who always had to stick out in the bunch. They always had to make stuff they doing better than what you say you doing, right? Y'all know anybody like that? Everything they do in life got to be better than what you're doing. We sitting back, we watching the news here. I was sitting in my family house. I don't know if y'all remember, I think it was about 2 or 3 years ago, this guy decided to take his son, went to him to the laundromat. His son climbed inside of the laundromat and the door closed. You remember that story? The door engages and the washing machine starts turning. Luckily, the attendant came back and got him out. Now, I got this cousin, everything she does got to be better than somebody else. It's like, yeah, same thing happened to my son, but he made it all the way to the rent cycle. I always got to think their story's better than what your story is. Y'all know anybody like that? And people do stuff like that all the time. And then just growing up too, my father used to always come to us with stuff. Anybody got fathers who had sayings here? Your father had weird sayings. Boy, I brought you in this world, guess what?
Take you out.
Y'all know those sayings? What's some of the stuff your mother said? What's some of the sayings y'all knew growing up?
I birthed you and I can see you.
I birthed you. I don't know that. That's hard. What's up? What you said?
I was just saying,
That's one. That's one. You just say, no, that's what they was telling you stuff like that. You remember the sayings when you grew up? He just said, nah, I'm just here right now. I'm just happy to be here. But we had all kinds of sayings the stuff that they would say to us growing up and stuff like that. And you know, like, boy, like, we'd be driving down the road and my father would say stuff like, boy, don't make me come back there. Like, and he's driving at the time. And you know, stuff like that, you know, they would come up with these different sayings and stuff like that. And then they had different superstitions, like, don't sweep my feet. Don't, if you sweep your feet, what happened? Ours was you won't get married.
No, you go to jail.
If you sweep your feet, you go to jail. I was then one of you don't put the pocketbook on the bed, right?
Yeah.
On the floor. Don't buy a man no shoes because what?
He'll walk out.
Oh, I want to testify that one. You walk out. Don't buy no what? Oh, she said don't buy no watch either. What happened to the watch? Oh, time will run out.
Yeah.
They used to ask me everything. You heard that before?
Not about my son, but maybe that's what happened to my last 3 husbands.
You want my watches?
I didn't hear that.
Hey, she said the last one she bought a clock. Somebody please write that down. Oh man!
That's a good one.
Wow, that was funny. Yeah. Last one, okay. If you like, you just made that up. That's true. People say that.
What?
About the watch.
I just made that up.
Okay, this. Oh my goodness.
I ain't heard that about the clock.
No, that's mine. I just made that one up myself. Oh man, that's good. But you know what? And people that I don't know if all these things came from down south or not, but they used to make you believe this stuff for real. They, you know, they would tell you all these different things like that, and you would actually start believing it. Some of the stuff you would think was true because of the nutritional value. Like if you eat carrots, you have good eyesight. You know, if you drink a lot of water, you what is it, water? What? I was just making it up to see if somebody from Georgia will say something.
Have a big belly.
Yeah, big belly. That's good. And you know, down south, they had gardens. Y'all grew up in gardens. You still got gardens? Because you know, some people, they bring their traditions from the south to the north. They still plant gardens and stuff like that. And, you know, and we believe in those fresh vegetables. And then we used to always do stuff like, and, you know, they used to live off of, you know, anybody don't eat pork anymore. In moderation? Alright, just know, I know people who live a long time. You know, I used to always, I hear a lot of people now, like I go down south now, a lot of my family members say they don't eat it anymore. But the older generations, they used to eat because the pig, you can do a lot of stuff with the pig, y'all. A lot. You can do a lot. They got a use for every part of the pig. I'm talking about the pig, and people are living to be like 80, 90 years old, and they were eating the pig. And now all of a sudden people say, I'm not eating pork anymore, and people are leaving here at 21, 22. I don't know if the pig had anything to do with that. We got to start back eating pork ribs, huh? But a lot of stuff has changed. But you know what I think it is? I think that a lot of stuff changed because of what they feed the animals. They have changed what they put into the animals. And, you know, I think that if they stop putting, you know, the different stuff into animals, stuff will start changing back. Because, you know, they used to feed the animals just, you know, natural stuff from the earth. Now you see animals grow faster than what they're supposed to be. Watermelons and stuff, people eating out of season. You know, different fruits, different stuff are happening. Stuff in life is just changing in general. And, you know, we've been getting away from some of that old stuff. Like we were talking about how parents used to discipline the kids early. That has completely changed. Completely changed. And, you know, they got classes now. Parents, because when parents used to whip the kids, it used to be a point where the school can get on the phone and somebody in the school knew your mama or your dad. Somebody knew that. So all you had to do is pick up the phone and call Miss Jones, your son is acting up again. Okay, my sister will be up there in an hour. And that's all to it, right? That's all to it now. And then now the kids not scared of nobody today, are they? They're not scared of nobody. You tell them something like that, okay, they they just looking back at you like, what? That don't happen. And then they got classes now. I used to teach school down in Savannah, Georgia, but they have a class now called the behavioral disorder class. That means kids that the school was already deemed that they got some type of behavioral problem. They put them all in one class together. We never had that growing up. Y'all remember that? Nope. They used to call them parents up to the school and they call that the CP class, crazy parents. Oh. They let them go in there, all they gotta do is talk to the kids for a little while, everything is okay. But you know what else we got away from? And then we got away from, like they used to have class, you remember the mourner's bench? Yeah. Y'all remember the mourner's bench? Yeah. They got away from that. But they used to always have to go to church. And then the kids used to always have to be in there, and the parents, you used to always, sometimes they would go with grandmama. Or if they didn't go with grandmama, they'd be sitting beside mama. And they started acting up, they would always have a piece of peppermint in their pocketbook and give it to them. And then they give them that peppermint with all the fuzz on it. Then everybody get quiet because that fuzz on it. But everybody knew how to act in church, right? Well, let me find out who we got in here. We got any deacons in there?
Deacon, hi.
Got one back? Okay, hey, Deacon, how you doing, Deacon? And Deacon's quiet over there too. He's real quiet. That's a deacon who'll be in church just fall asleep any minute. What about ushers? Any ushers? Got one back there, usher? Oh, usher? Hey, I got all this. I'm seeing everybody in there. Usher, we got usher by trustees. Any trustees? Alright. So I'm trying to figure out who all I got at this table right here. Everybody from the church right here? You just visiting Miss Georgia? Miss Augusta?
That's my name.
The pastor of you? I was just saying I'm walking away. I wasn't going to mess with you at all, okay? Pastor, you have a lovely honor. I just want to welcome you here today. I was talking about how nice you look on it. I love Augusta, Georgia.
That's what I left. That's what I didn't love it.
That's it. But y'all, who you have at the table with you right here?
That's my niece.
Niece
That's
also?
her husband.
Okay, you know what? This table is so anointed right here. I'm about to step right in. Why y'all tell me not to touch this table right here? And what about right here? Who's your friend?
That's our friend. I'm this one too.
Oh, both friends? Friends, how y'all doing?
Fine.
Well, welcome out today. I'm just glad that y'all came out today.
Glad to.
Yes, and when's your birthday?
May 6th.
May 6th. When's yours? February the 4th? Mine's February the 3rd. See? Hey, how you doing? Anybody celebrating birthday this month?
He's spreading down up there.
Anybody celebrating this month now? What's that? The 11th. All right, happy birthday, 11th. You know, and this is something that we do on an annual basis, celebrating birthdays. Oh, this is the first one? All right, this is a good turnout for the first one. So everybody knows, that way nobody, there's no slight of everybody. Everybody just celebrating their birthday and just happy, right? Because anytime you wake up, that's a good thing, isn't it? Yeah. That's a good thing. You know how hard it is to wake up, man?
Right, man.
That's the one thing. That's a good thing. No, everybody celebrating their birthday together. Nobody can say this is my special day because it's everybody's special day, right?
That's right.
Good. And Miss 93 years old. You just happy you just sitting back. Let's celebrate. I'm just happy that you were here. This is good. You go to church and she said, thank God. That's the first thing I think, isn't it? This is your church here? All right, this is good. And this, you know the deacon over there? But I'm just happy everybody came out to celebrate today. This is a good occasion that we have here. I always try to come in and just try to mix up stuff and talk about a little bit of everything. I want to make sure that I covered everybody in something that we talk about today. We make sure that we spoke about the kids. We spoke about driving. We spoke about living a good life. We spoke about, you know, what you're eating. We spoke about time running out on relationships. How to clock that clock. That was good. That was good. Time running out. You know, this laughter is always good, people. No matter what we do, we got to continue to laugh, y'all. Continue to laugh. Laughter is like they say, it's a good medicine, isn't it?
That's right.
It's a good. You believe it's a good medicine? Laughter is a good medicine. You believe that? It's a good medicine. The world we live in right now, you turn on the news, something bad happening every day. Every day, like it used to be like the first 3 minutes of the news were just bad news. Then for like the first 5 minutes. Now it's almost like the first 20 minutes of it's just bad stuff happening all over the place. But so that's why we got to get back to just laughing and have a good time and celebrating birthdays, like you said, celebrate life in general. Life is good to celebrate. You know, find something to laugh about. You know, find some humor in everything.
Yeah.
You don't have something, laugh about it. Laugh about it.
That's right.
Because you already know where your answer is going to come from, don't you?
Yes.
You already know where it's going to come from. So that's why I try to laugh at everything. I try to find the humor in everything that takes place in my life. And you know, and that's where it's good at. And you know, I want everybody to continue to celebrate the birthday celebration that you have here today. I want everybody to just continue to just celebrate life in general. Life is too short not to celebrate. It's too short from Augusta. It's too short not to celebrate. When we can see it, we got a testimony. Someone who already been here 93 years. We all got something to laugh about. It's life for though. We all got something to laugh about. It's life for. We got from the young ones to the older ones in here. So life is good. And you know, when you put together celebrations like this, come out and celebrate. Celebrate and have a good time celebrating this thing. And you know, with that being said, I want to continue to encourage everybody to encourage one another. Encourage everybody to encourage one another in everything that you're doing. Like we speak about this laughter stuff, it's serious. Laughter, because one thing that I would before I end, we just end on just a little encouraging talk for a second. No, stress itself will kill you. Stress will kill you. You start worrying about stuff that you can't do nothing about, it will kill you. It will kill you. And you know, and I'm believing that we're in a room filled right now of people that fears God, but also knows that God will take care of things for us.
Yes, He will.
So the good thing about that is, why stress? Once you give it to Him, guess what?
Leave it alone.
Let Him have it. Let Him have it. So we got to have it of giving stuff to Him and going back trying to pick it up. And that's when we run into our problems at. So then when you start, that's when you start running that floor all night long. You start pacing from here to there trying to figure out how I'm going to figure this thing out. And then you start building up stress. And then once your immune system starts getting weak, you got a problem. You can't fight off other stuff that's going to come to you. You can't fight off these different sicknesses and stuff that's going to come to you because your immune system is weak. But if you find joy, and you start praising and calling on His name, He works all that stuff out for you, don't He?
Yes,
And that's what I love about He works that for you. And I can tell that some of y'all have got a testimony about that thing right now because y'all got those smiles on your face that you don't let stuff worry you no more. You know, some people, they get up in the morning, they worrying about this, they worrying about that. They bring them problems with them as soon as they wake up. But the first thing you should do when you wake up in the morning is guess what?